Assert your dominance. T. Pose. What's going on, guys? I'm Maze, and recently a brand new episode for the Pokemon Sun Moon anime aired on TV. Episode 95, Wela Volcano, Graveler, Golem, and the Mountaineer, which it was a sufficient episode overall. So because of that, I've decided for today's video that I will review this latest episode, hopefully getting yourself to check out the episode too if you haven't already. And with that intro now stated, let's jump right into this review. So the episode begins off with Ash and his friends getting called for an Ultra Guardian mission. The creators wasted no time to jump right into this plot, seeing as we didn't get the suit transformation scene and even the Ultra Guardians dispatching scene, which despite those scenes being very cool, it does get repetitive after a while, so I'm glad they decided not to showcase that. Anyway, Lusamine informs the Ultra Guardians that there are some strange signals coming from Wela Volcano which are interfering with the process Lusamine uses to track the Ultra Wormholes, and that they should check it out for her, which the Ultra Guardians do just this and depart for the mission. Oh, I wonder if it's an Ultra Beast involved. Kartana? Pheromosa? Guzzlord? Nah dude, there's a Alolan Geodude and Graveler creating a magnetic signal from the stones they eat at Wela Volcano. Yeah, I ain't kidding either. And then the Ultra Guardians realize this signal is stronger than ever before because some miners are digging these stones to sell as merchandise, putting them all in one pile, which of course creates a big ass signal, I guess. I don't even know if I'm 100% correct with this story, but quite frankly, I was bored with all this information being said. The episode really hits off though, where we then get to see some action between the boys and the miners, seeming as the miners were technically taking the Geodude's food, which the boys did not agree with, and then the epic conclusion where we then meet an Alolan Golem leader who has a duel with Metang because he was trying to scare off the boys, along with the miners it scared off. It's trying to protect its home. But Metang came out victorious after a buttload of funny faces using Alolan Golem's eyebrows, which was intriguing and did kinda make me smile at least. We then witness the recurrent hikers in this episode then catch Alolan Golem towards the end, as Lusamine admitted that she needed somebody to take care of those Alolan Geodude line so it doesn't interfere with her Ultra Wormhole readings once again. And to be quite honest guys, that is literally the plot of this episode now said. Although, I will at least also say that I adored seeing these boys be together for most of the episode, as they have fantastic chemistry. The girls staying on the outside of the volcano, trying to work out the mystery for themselves I think, yet these boys managed to do it by themselves. Team Ash for the win. With that story now said though, let's now move on to my overall thoughts regarding this episode. Before the episode actually aired, I wasn't too excited to watch this episode at all, as it looked like a painfully average Pokemon filler episode, but with the Ultra Guardians involved. And once watching the episode, my thoughts still stayed the exact same. Sure, it isn't technically filler as the Ultra Guardians concept is plot important, but it might as well be filler if we remove the Ultra Guardians from this episode. In fact, removing the Ultra Guardians concept and just having Ash and his friends explore Wela Volcano will change absolutely nothing regarding this story, as of course they would still help the Alolan Geodude line from the miners stealing their stones due to everybody's helpful, positive personalities. The Ultra Guardian concept here is nothing but useless. What makes me kinda annoyed about this too is the fact that there wasn't actually an Ultra Beast in this episode. It could have been perfect for Guzzlord for example. The plot just screamed that it could have been it creating these signals. Yes, I know the Ultra Guardians is a task force that helps keep Alola from safety even if it's not an Ultra Beast appearing. However, with 3 Ultra Beasts left to see, and around 40 plus episodes left of this series, you would think they would save this kind of plot for just a normal episode, like I stated, and use this time to bring out the bigger threats, aka the Ultra Beasts. By the way, I know many of you comment in my comment section asking if the anime are skipping over these 3 remaining Ultra Beasts, and my answer to that is that I beg to differ, as every anime series usually has an episode dedicated to a Pokemon we haven't seen debut in the anime before. For example, this episode had Alolan Graveler, which we did not see at all before this episode. If for some reason we get to the Alola League and still haven't seen the remaining Ultra Beasts though, then I guess we can assume they decided to skip over the Ultra Beasts. But for now, I'm positive we will see them in the future. Just wow. I feel like the Ultra Guardians concept got wasted on what could have been such a simple episode. And yes, this doesn't change how many Ultra Guardian episodes we have left, it's just a uniform and tone change. But again, I find this extremely silly to use on an episode like this. Hopefully you can understand. Regardless of Ultra Guardian usage though, yeah, like I said, this episode was just average. The storytelling section sums up what I thought about each scene though. If I had to pick a favourite scene from this episode though, then I guess that would be from the Tank and Alolan Golem duel. That's where my interest for the episode started to peak, as everything before that was just meh. Plus, it was kinda sick to see a right Pokemon be in action for once. As for the little things about this episode I did not mention in the storytelling section though, I did find it quite pleasing for us to actually explore the Akala Island Volcano more. It was also quite daring to see Marowak be so confident exploring the area because it used to live there. The hikers were as funny as ever. And finally, I guess the whole plot revolving around these stones made sense, and it was kind of fresh from a storytelling point. But again, it's just decent overall, like I've been expressing this entire video. In fact, that's all I can say for this storytelling section. So, let's now move on to the animation and music aspects. Firstly, for the animation, it looked fluid throughout the whole thing. However, my particular favourite highlights have to come for the movements during the Metanga and Golem duel, and even how Golem attacked. It lighted up like a traffic light to attack, which I found to be a neat, teeny touch. Apart from those aspects though, there's nothing really too interesting regarding animation. As for the music aspects though, I can always count on this section to please me dearly, as this episode definitely did have stunning tunes. From the intense, hype tune that played when Kyori scared off the miners, to those church organs during the face transformations, it fit excellently and was a nice change of tune. The Kahuna music is as rocking as ever. And finally, the episode had a perfect, upbeat ending tune, which I believe was the Festival Plaza music. With that said though, that concludes all these sections for this review. So all that's left is to give a rating for this episode, which I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Yes, I did bash on the Ultra Guardians getting used in a silly way in my opinion. However, that doesn't affect the rating at all, as like I've been saying in this entire video, it's an adequate episode, aka decent, average, or whatever other word is used to describe a middle, satisfactory ground. So the episode in no way is bad. Go check it out if you feel the need to. If you have watched this episode though, then let me know in the comments down below what you actually thought of this episode though. I'd love to hear. But that everybody now finishes off this review. So if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to consider leaving a like, a subscribe and a share for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad. Entity Maze merchandise is available in the description below too. For now, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.